Welcome to raps, rhymes, reasons, and fables for all seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall. We've got fables for one and all. Put forth by an Ethiopian slave, a man who was very wise and brave, a man of courage, a man of peace, who lived and died in ancient Greece. Listen up, friends, to what we've got. Listen up to fables of hip-hop Aesop. The Miser and His Gold. Once upon a time, there was a miser, the stingiest man in town. One day he bought a big lump of gold and buried it in the ground. Then he cried,
"Gold, gold, my beautiful gold. I keep it down in this hole. Nobody knows of this secret hole where I buried my beautiful gold."
Now this miser had a worker whom he hardly paid at all. One day this worker saw the miser sneaking behind a wall.
"What business is he up to?"
asked the worker as he followed. He saw where the miser buried his gold, and he heard him when he hollered,
"Gold, gold, my beautiful gold. I keep it down in this hole. Nobody knows of the secret hole where I buried my beautiful gold."
The worker watched him kiss his gold. Then he put it back in the hole. As soon as the miser reburied the gold, the worker bum-rushed that hole. And he whispered,
"Gold, gold, this beautiful gold. Losers, weepers, finders, keepers. Nobody knows I got this gold that was buried down in this hole."
The next time the miser went to the hole, he searched all over the ground. He even dug up half the earth. But the gold could not be found. So he cried,
"Gold, gold, my beautiful gold. I had it down in this hole. Somebody stole my beautiful gold. How could anybody be so cold?"
A neighbor heard the miser and responded to his wail. "What's the trouble, my man?" the neighbor asked. "You sound like a downhearted quail." The miser cried,
"Gold, gold, my beautiful gold. I had it down in this hole. Somebody stole my beautiful gold. How could anybody be so cold?"
"Don't carry on so, fellow. Things are not that bad. Just get you a great big rock and pretend it's the gold you never had. For since you never spent that gold, the rock will serve you just the same. Unspent gold and a useless rock are the same by any name." So the miser got a great big rock and put it down in the hole. He scooped the dirt back over it and just imagined it was his gold. Then he cried,
"Gold, gold, my beautiful gold. I keep it down in this hole. Then every day I visit the hole and pretend it still holds my gold."
The end. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once upon a time, a little shepherd boy was watching sheep for a man. One day, the boy grew bored, and he decided to hatch a plan. He said,
"I think I'll just have a little fun. I like to see the people run."
So he cried,
"Wolf! Wolf! There's a big bad wolf! The wolf is eating the sheep! Hurry, people! Hurry! Help me! Help me, please!"
So all the people stopped their work. They brought their hoes and rakes. When they saw the shepherd boy laughing, they knew the scare was a fake. The boy cried,
"Psych! Psych! I fooled you!"
and all the people felt like dopes. They went back to what they'd been doing, but they didn't appreciate that joke. Again and again, they heard,
"Wolf! Wolf!
and all the people would come running,
Psych! Psych! I fooled you!"
and all the people would go away grumbling. One day, the wolf was watching, just listening for his name.
"I'll wait right here until that shepherd boy starts to play his favorite game."
This time, the boy cried,
"Wolf! Wolf!"
and the people thought it just a joke. Shepherd boy screamed frantically. He screamed until he choked.
"Now I can freely eat these sheep."
Then the shepherd boy took off, flying. He cried,
"Wolf! Wolf! It's the big bad wolf! This time I'm not lying. The wolf is eating all the sheep. Hurry, people! Hurry! Help me, please!"
But the people just kept on working, as if they never heard. When the boy returned and saw his flock, he couldn't say a single word. Every Mary's little lamb lay dead upon the ground.
It's all my fault,
said the shepherd boy.
I shouldn't have been playing around. Now I owe my master for the sheep the wolf is eaten.
With his head hung low, the boy went home with a heart that was heavy laden. The moral of the story is, never cry for help unless you really are in trouble and you just can't help yourself. The end. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman who had a very greedy wife. One day, the fisherman caught a flounder who begged, "Please spare my life." He said, "Throw my body back in the sea, and I will give you wishes 3. Every time you call to me, just say magic flounder of the sea." I better let my wifey decide, but I sure wish I had a brand new ride. Brand new ride? A brand new ride. But I better let my wifey decide. Quicker than the man could bat his eyes, a car was standing right by your side. And the fisherman couldn't believe his eyes, but he could see the flounder hadn't lied. So he spared the little flounder's life and hurried home to tell his wife. "You asked for what?" the wife exclaimed. "Go back and call that flounder again. Tell him I want a house by the sea and another set of wishes just for me." So the man went back to the sea. He called, "Magic flounder, come to me. My wifey wants a house by the sea and another set of wishes, please." Go home, said the flounder of the sea. "Go home, there'll be extra wishes 3. You have the biggest house in the hood. I would put it in the sky if I could." So the fisherman went back to his wife and she exclaimed, "Now this is the life. I got the finest house in the hood, but I'm looking for some extra goods. So go jump in your brand new ride. Till that wish fish, I'm not satisfied. I want a great big diamond ring and a lot of other bling bling things." So the fisherman went back to the sea. He said, "Magic flounder, please come to me. I thank you for my house and my ride, but my wifey is not yet satisfied. She wants a great big diamond ring and a lot of other bling bling things. Just go back to your wife and you will see the bling bling and more wishes 3. Just go back to your wife and you will see the bling bling and more wishes 3. Every day the man was sent to the sea. Ask the flounder more wishes 3. Tell him I'm never letting him go free. I'm keeping that flounder just for me. When the flounder heard what the wife had said, he said, "Go tell your wife sit on an egg." The wife obeyed, thinking she would see wealth galore and more wishes 3. But when the egg she sat on hatched, she was right back in her raggedy wren shack. "What has this wish fish done to me?" And she sent her husband back to the sea. "If you don't get all my stuff back to me, he'll be baked, fried, and fricasseed." When the fisherman arrived at the sea, he cried, "Magic flounder, please come to me. I'm begging you on my bended knees. Please, baby, please, baby, please, please, please." But the flounder never again showed his face, and the couple now had to face disgrace. So if someone ever wants to grant you one wish, remember the fable of the fisherman and the fish. The end. The tortoise and the hare. The hare was always boasting of his speed.
I'll race anybody. Who dares to challenge me?
So the tortoise stepped up.
Go get the referee. I came to race you, Speedy.
Shorty, you wouldn't dare.
Maybe you're afraid I'll beat you, Brother Hare.
Me? Afraid of you? Ha! You crack me up, I do declare.
Yo, listen up. The rumble is on between the tortoise and the hare,
said the hare to the tortoise.
There's no way you'll beat me. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you the lead. I ain't even worried, 'cause you're so slow.
Come up to the line. Get ready. Set. Go!
I'll see you next Christmas, you little slowpoke.
You need an airplane, Shorty, or this race is a joke. The
hare left the tortoise with dust in his face. The tortoise took off at his own slow pace.
Hey, why am I speeding to that finish line? I'm so far ahead, I can take my time. Here's a nice haystack. I'll just take a little snooze. Shorty can't beat the kid, I can't lose.
The hare slept so long, he lost track of time.
Is that the hare sleeping? If I could only reach that line. Feet don't fail me now. Feet don't fail me now.
When the hare woke up, the tortoise had passed.
Hey, where'd that tortoise go? How did he move that fast?
The hare took off like lightning. He made it to the line.
The tortoise is the winner. He beat the hare this time.
Rematch! Rematch! This wasn't fair.
The tortoise is the winner. He beat you by a hair.
The swiftest don't always win first place. Slow and steady gets it. That's what wins the race. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. The end. The Lion and the Mouse. One day, a mouse ran back and forth the length of a lion's back.
This little rat must be crazy to do a foolish thing like that.
The lion shook his royal mane. The mouse fell to the ground. Before the mouse could run away, the lion's paw came down. The mouse cried,
Please, Mr. Lion, don't take my life away. Let me go, and I might be able to help you out someday.
Ha! How can a creature as small as you do anything for me? But you made me laugh, and that made my day. So I guess I'll set you free.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lion. You won't regret this deed. I promise you I'll get out of Dodge with all deliberate speed.
One day, a hunter had set a trap, which the lion did not see. Nets and ropes entwined the lion and flung him in a high tree. I got you, lion, the hunter exclaimed as he rubbed his hands with glee. I'm going back home to get my cart, then your hide belongs to me. So the hunter rushed off to get his cart to haul the lion away.
Is this any way for the king of the jungle to end his royal days?
But the mouse whose life the lion had spared was passing through that way.
Is that my friend the lion I see? Wrapped up and tied up in yonder tree? Hold on, friend. I'll set you free.
How can you free a big creature like me?
I'll chew on these ropes until I chew them through. I'll get you free, I promise you.
So the mouse chewed. The lion roared in pain. The hunter's dog came around. Suddenly the cords and ropes broke and the lion fell to the ground.
Oh, thank you, mouse. You saved my life. You chewed through the ropes and lines.
I was here to save your life because you didn't take mine.
The end. The Bee and Jupiter. The queen of bees flew up to Olympus to visit Jupiter's throne. You see, the buzz was out. The gods liked honey, fresh from the honeycomb. The queen bee's honey was so delicious, Jupiter promised to grant her a wish.
Just ask me for a boon, my queen, for I love your honey dish.
I want a poison stinger.
Said the queen to the god of Rome.
Then I can sting and kill any man who touches my honeycomb.
Pray, ask for something else, daughter.
Said Jupiter to the queen.
For I love your race of men too much to kill them with your sting.
That poison stinger is all I want. You promised to grant my boon. Will the mighty god of Olympus dare to break his word so soon?
I'll keep my word, I will, by Jove. But Queen Bee, now hear this. Your stinger will stay in the wound you make, and you'll die from the loss of it.
And to this day, the queen bee dies whenever her stinger is left, for in seeking to bring harm to others, we often bring harm to ourselves. The end.